All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. Hey, President Donald Trump was in my neck of the woods yesterday, Nashville, Tennessee. And, of course, he says they're going to build a wall. He's asking for $1.5 billion. That's just a down payment just to get started. But he is not letting up on this wall. What's disturbing to me is that he's also asking for another 1,500 Border Patrol agents. That's a lot of money. And the reason why I say it's disturbing me is because we're broke. We're broke as a country. Where are we going to get this money? Are we just going to continue to keep printing money out of thin air, kicking the can down the proverbial road, settling all this debt on our children, exactly where it is, putting them all in hock to the whole entire world and making them indentured slaves? Could say servants, but it's just flat out slaves. Where are we going to get it from? How are we supposed to pay for this? What budget cut? Cut what? You can't cut anything if you ain't got no money. That's what's disturbing to me, because I understand economics. I'm not an expert by any stretch of imagination. But I tell you what, the one thing I do know that we're broke. And I know how in the world can you expand your balance sheet and borrow money when you're broke. Like I said before, if I was to call up my credit card number right now, or my credit card company, and let's say I have a line of credit of $15,000 on the credit card, and all I've been doing is just paying the interest on that credit card for the last 10 years. I say, hey, I got a new idea for you. Check this out. I know how we can see eye to eye. All you have to do is expand my balance sheet or expand my line of credit, $10,000. We'll move it up to $25,000. What I'll do is I'll just go ahead and pay you a little bit on the principal on that. But the rest of it, I'll just go ahead and pay, little fees here and there. That's about it. You know what I mean? Come on, man. What do you think about that? What do you say? You know what they're going to say to me? They're going to call me all kind of names, all kind of hypocrites and everything else. So what's the difference? I know the double standard is because it's the government. They make the laws. They can break the laws. They can do whatever they want with the laws. That's just the truth. But hey, I'll tell you one thing, he ain't backing off this border. What's amazing me is the hypocritical business members that are sitting there in Nashville, Tennessee. That I live in this neck of woods. Who are you going to get to strip the tobacco out of the fields? Who are you going to get to work in your nurseries? Who's going to clean your toilets at the motel rooms? Because if you notice, Americans ain't doing those jobs. And even if they come available, what Americans are going to do them jobs today? We're too proud for us as a people to do stuff like it. Who's going to do it? And then the big thing is, construction. Man, up in my neck of woods, man, these Mexicans be working. And they undercut everybody else in price, too. And they do a good job, too. A whole lot better job with a whole lot more honor, character, and integrity than American workers do. So now, hey, I'm telling you, those who own businesses, it sounds good, but you between a rock and a hard place. Now, I understand what's going on economically because the majority of the money that the Mexicans make is actually shipped overseas. It's shipped back home. And, of course, what does that do? That stimulates the economy for the Mexicans over there, the peso. But what if that money stays here? I mean, there's a bunch of what-ifs on everything and stuff. So people better start thinking very carefully before they start adopting a position against something. Because if you own a business, you need to start figuring out who's going to start doing the job for you.